Have you ever wondered how you go about finding who your best friend is, or how you're going to know if they'll be a good fit for you? Today I'm going to tell you how I went about choosing my best friend. Growing up, my parents didn't allow us to have inside pets. We always had dogs, but they had to stay outside due to my mom keeping an immaculate house. She thought having an inside pet would be a cleaning disaster. So I had several friends who had inside pets, and I was always somewhat jealous of the relationship that they had with their pets. Being inside, you get to spend a lot more time with them, a lot more playful, kind of sometimes forget about your pet that's outside. So as I would go and spend time with them, I would get to witness some of the mishaps of having an inside pet, such as potty accidents in the house, or vomiting on the carpet, or walking into your room to find your favorite pair of shoes torn into shreds. I decided maybe having my dogs outside isn't such a bad thing at all. But as I got older, I thought, no, I want an inside pet. A parent said, well, when you live in your own place and you're paying for the carpet and everything there, then you can do that. So after graduating high school and going to college, living in an apartment, I thought, this is the time. Well, this apartment, you had to pay a pet deposit, or they didn't allow pets. Okay, I'll wait. Well, then my parents decided to buy a condo in the town where I was living, and I was living there. Well, I was paying rent, but they owned it. But they still had to say so of, no, you can't have a pet now. Well, I live in Fayetteville now, 6 hours away from home, on my own. This is the perfect time that I can find my best friend. There are a few things on my list that were a must if I was going to find a perfect best friend. Had to be a dog that was going to stay small, could not shed a lot, and had to be a very loyal and loving companion. So maybe I need to do a little bit of research. Where do I go? Google, of course. I probably have searched over 20 different sites to find out that I was really looking for a Yorkie. Well, let me research and see what else I can find out. Well, the Yorkie possessed all the traits that I mentioned to you earlier. Also, there was going to be a few challenges. Potty training. Yorkies are rated in the top 5 hardest dogs to potty train. Okay. They're very, very active when they're awake. They like to sleep a lot. And they love to chew on everything in sight. Okay. Let's go meet with the breeder. Show up to meet with the breeder. He answered right a list of 15 questions for me. And I decided, this is what I want to do. This is where I'm going to find my best friend. So where do I start? He has puppies from several different litters, male, female, small, and large. How do I know which one is my best friend? Have you ever heard about how you can find out if it's going to be a good puppy or not? You lay the puppy in your hand on his back, and if you can rub his tummy, then it's supposed to be a really good dog. So I thought, well, maybe this is where I start with, process of elimination. I go and I pick up a puppy who had a little bit of white on his back paw. He seemed to have the most personality and spunk of all the other puppies. Okay, let's try laying him down. So I lay him on his back and rub his tummy. He just laying there with his paws up, not flipping over, seemed like he enjoyed it. This is going to be my puppy. I now have found my best friend. Being a graduate from Ole Miss, before I moved to Fayetteville, my dad told me 2 things. 1, never forget where you came from. And 2, to always be proud of it. So I thought, with finding my new best friend, that it would only be proper to pay tribute to my alma mater and name my new best friend Rebel. Because of the oldest Rebel, for those of you who are not football fans. And since we haven't had a mascot since about 2003, I decided that I was going to stand firm in the Rebel aspect. So I've had Rebel now for about 3.5 weeks, and as you can see, he's very playful. And things have been really good with us. Things have gone pretty well. Sleeps in his own bed at night, doesn't whine, loves to play, but we're still working on a few things, such as potty training. I was told that Yorkies will associate grass with carpet. Well, my apartment is nothing but carpet. So we do a lot of potty breaks, about every 45 minutes to an hour. And we're still working working on, when we go to the grass, that's hotties, means hotties. Don't come inside and associate my carpet with grass. He also loves to chew on everything. They weren't lying. They actually make spray that you can purchase to spray on things so that they won't chew on it. But that would be everything, my clothes and everything. So needless to say, Rebel and I were getting along pretty well. And so, as it turns out, I realized that I have now found my best friend.